So we've got our heels together, we've got our weights standing by, and we're just gonna take a nice breath and open up, letting those collarbones open wide. And we don't have to raise our arms high yet. I really want you to feel the stretch across the front of you. And then exhale, press down. And again, as we're going, you guys know that if you are standing, you're gonna start finding those feet. And as you lift your arms, you're gonna lift your spine, and then you're gonna keep it lifting as you press your hands down and your feet down. And you're going to have awareness of when you press your feet down, you're pressing them away from your shins. You're not pushing your shins down, you're not pushing your knees down, and you're not pushing your hips down. Everything else is lifting upward, right? Creating that lightness in your joints. Good. And one more time, just holding it out, good. All right, then bring those arms together, round your back into a bow. Good. Lift the chest, open up. Squeeze those shoulder blades, good. And exhale, round into your bow. So remember, bow is that upper back bend. It's not a whole body collapse. So if you're seated, you have to be extra aware of those sits bones staying anchored, noticing if you're tipping back. You want to hold that pelvis still. Those of us standing have to keep the glutes really wrapped. That's it, good. And now, last time into that open. Good, and then pull that open. Good, take a nice side bend, reaching up to the sky. And I want you to not think over your head, think up, straight up. How far can you reach up? Good, press the ground away with the feet. Good, and then lift with energy to the other side. So Franny, every time I say feet, you think sits bones. That's it, good. Again, take a breath long, lengthen those legs for me, Margie, lengthen. That's it, kneecaps up. Good. And then back up. All right, very nice. Let's open into parallel. We're gonna warm up the legs a little bit more. Inhale and exhale, sit. So this is, Franny, where you've got the band underneath your legs. Good. You can start light and you can start with just lifting because we're gonna be adding weights in a moment. So that's up to you how much you wanna do. So we're sitting, good. And we're seeing if we can really start from the hip instead of starting from the knees. Let your booty look back. Yeah, good. That's it. Good, and one more. Yes, right, woo! All right, and then let's do a simple lunge to the side. So my standers, you're just gonna do skater lunge to the side. You're checking that you're lined up because you know in a little bit we're gonna be adding weights to that. And then we'll go to the other side. Checking again that you're all lined up, foot, knee, hip. So this is not stepping out into a warrior. This is skater, right? Powerful push off in a skate. And then Franny, you're gonna take your band around the underside of your legs, hold your hands in the middle, and you're gonna lift your leg up, set it down to the side, and then bring it back to center. And then the other one, same thing, lift it up, set it down to the side. So your arms are pulling the opposite direction that your leg is going. Does that make sense? Yeah, and you wanna be holding with two hands because you're gonna be alternating sides each time. And then my standers, how are we? Good. All right, so let's take ourselves back into Pilates stance, and we're gonna give ourselves just one full body, maybe two full body roll downs. So arms up to the sky, inhale, exhale, lift your abs up, away from your toes. Good, articulating that spine down. Good. Feel the stretch through the back of your legs, I hope. And then inhale and exhale, push the ground away with your feet. Unfurl. Good, and we're just gonna do one more. Lifting those abs up. Good. And press. Good, okay, so find your heavy hand weights. We will be using them for your legs. Yeah? Something heavy. You can use 1 or 2, doesn't matter. Yay, Margie! That's great. Well, that's like your 2 15s, right? Are those this? So there you go. Good. So we're gonna sit in our squat, right? So just like we just did, start with your butt, then let the knees follow. Good. And then drive through your feet to come up. Square your shoulders so they're not getting dragged down by your weights. Good. And then keep on going. Good. Exhale, power your way up. Good. Inhale into your back on the way down. Good. Good. So then I want you to change your pace just a little bit. Go down as slowly as you can with your inhale breath. Exhale, come up quickly. So I think we have this conversation before about they're finding now that not just strength and power. Strength plus power is what will help us out as we age. So coming up quickly is the power phase. Down slow, that's our eccentric strength phase. That's it. Good. That's a good. Nice strong exhale. Still fill up that back on the way down. Good. That's it. Start with your butt. Good. And I think this should feel like it's about the last one. Yes, good job. Okay. So then we're going to take one weight, put it down. And if you want to put both weights down and take a handbrake, you can. I know. All right, as promised, skater. So skater, I'm going to start to your right. The weight's in my left hand. So we step out to the side, sit back, and I want you to work on getting your booty down. So I'm going to show you side view, not good. Can you see how my chest keeps lowering but my butt isn't moving? I got to sit it, right? Really look and sit it. You have a weight, you can swing it a little bit forward to give you some counterbalance to get the range of motion. Yeah, but when you're ready to come up, bring it back in and step it in. Makes sense? So I want you to do 8-ish to your right, and then you'll switch to your left. If you can, step it home each time so you get that power phase. If you don't feel comfortable stepping home, you can still power up, keeping the foot planted, right? But the big deal is getting your butt back. And so Franny, this is that side to side one we were doing before, where you have the band under your thigh. This time you're gonna work just one side only, pulling down as you go this way. And so the leg is gonna come to the outside and you're pulling up to the opposite shoulder. You got it. If you can, straighten your wrists out a little. So see how they're hanging? Pull them up. It's like you're holding the reins of a horse. Yeah, there you go. Good. That's it. Good. If it's not feeling muscly, if you're not feeling your muscles, tell me, right? Because there are things we can do about that. Which muscle are we talking about? That's a fantastic question. So we are working glute med, adductor as a decelerator, adductor over here, and posterior adductor as we come back up. So coming down, it's all about this side. Coming up, this side gets engaged. Yeah? So to come up, we could be almost floating, right? Because this side is driving. If this side is merely a result of this push, it's not, you can see how I start to tip over. Here's me driving instead. Now my energy goes upward. You feel that? Yeah, that one has to drive down to bring you home. Did everybody start their second side? I keep doing the same side. So I gotta go this way. This way. Good. Drive. Booty down. Drive into the long leg. That's it. I see you checking your leg, Diana. It's good. I like it. Good. Margie, did you feel any of those muscles? Okay, good. You were asking which one, so make sure we got you in the right spot. Good. Franny, how are you doing? Your arms are going to be so strong to counterbalance your legs. Good job. Okay. So we're going to finish our standing for the moment with our hinged twisting row. So this is a full spiral exercise, right? All around your spiral. We start with a small hinge. Knees are soft. Step back with your right foot. I've got the weight in your right hand. Your left hand can be on your thigh bone. Some of you might find it useful to put it on the side of your rib. That helps you feel if you are collapsing. All we're doing is pulling the weight to the rib and then rotating upward. And then staying on our axis, we rotate down. Notice I'm not falling over, right? So that's what I'm talking about, not letting this collapse. And then we rotate, pull to the rib, and then rotate the other way. Look over your shoulder in each direction that you're pulling, so you get that full spiral. The weight stays close to your body. So don't let it swing back here. So Norm, keep more hinge for me. And think of there being a rod down your back, right? There's a rod on your back. So when you rotate, you can't drop the rod off either way. No, give me a side view, mister. There's no hiding. All right, now give me a bigger hinge. So hinge. Now keep hinging, don't stand up. So I'm rotating, but see I'm still in a hinge? I want to access your back muscles, not your low back muscles. Keep your legs, don't change your legs, don't change your legs, only move your spine. Yes, better. Good. Yep, same thing, Margie. Don't get low with your legs, just let them stay there. You rotate around them. The knee's gonna fall in a little bit, but we shouldn't be dunking down each time. Good. That's it. Working around the spine. Good. Beautiful, Diana. Really nice. Good. Okay. How does that feel? Good. Ready to switch sides? Okay, so set it up your best way. Start with your little soft hinge. Step back into your kickstand, right? So there should be a hinge. Your spine should be on an angle. Rotate. Pull it up. Stay on the same spine line, right? Your center line is still in that hinge. You're just rotating around it like a barbershop pole that's been tipped over. Pull the weight up to your ribs. Keep your hinge. So look at your navel. Is it still pointing down to the ground? Or every time you pull, is it starting to paint a line up your wall? Say it's still pointing at the ground. Yeah, better, right? And the fun thing about this spiral is that this is a very busy motion in your body, right? Some of us are going to start to feel that hip working, the medial quad working as you go, even though the big motion is coming from your back. So let's all do 2 more together, and here's what I want you to think about. We have our right foot forward, right? As you start pulling up to your rib, push your right heel down. Push it. Notice what happens in the rest of your chain. Push the right heel down. Reach it down. Notice it makes it harder for you to cheat. If I start rolling open, I can't really get the back of my heel down, right? So I'm cheating myself when I do this. Here that heel is down. Can you see the difference? Yeah, get that heel down. Good. So that the work is staying in the hip and not here in the small of my back and my upper trap. Yeah, okay. So think about Like it's different from side to side? Or it's just hard to balance in that motion? Oh, well, we need to do more of that. Oh, but you know what? You just did it backwards. Maybe that's why. You took it toward the bent knee instead of the open side. So that's it. So your front knee is your, now switch legs. Switch legs. There you go. Now pull up. There. Is that better, easier to balance? Okay, good. Good. This is a hard one because it challenges our proprioception, right? Our eyes cheat us. We think that we're doing the motion because our eyes see the weight out here. But we have to be here on our center line so that we can really be sure it's happening here, right? Yeah, very good. Okay, so your heavy weights can go down. If you would like to have lighter weights handy, you are welcome to. I'm hoping that we're going to have time to use them at the end of class for sure. And of course, you're always welcome to sprinkle them in if you'd like during class. We're going to roll our way down to the mat. We'll take just 2. We've already done 2. So we'll just do 2 more. And we'll end up sitting on our mat. You'll be going out twice down and then out to your plank. And actually, before we sit on our mat, let's squeeze in our push-ups. And again, I'd like you to start with your most challenging version and then work your way down from there. Our goal is somewhere between 6 to 15 push-ups, right? Just depending on what your shoulders are up to today. Yes. Oh, you're feeling it? Let's see. Is that better? Is that better, Franny? Okay. So when you're ready to start your push-ups, whether you're at the wall or at the floor, if you could pull your scaps together, push them apart, and then come to the middle, keeping them wide, then begin your push-up, however deep that is for you today. Doesn't matter if your chest doesn't make it all the way to the ground, right? What I'm more concerned with is how well you can get where you go with those nice wide shoulders. Not out like this. Think of it more as an arrowhead, right? Your head is the point and your elbows are the ends of it. Think like a tight 45. And then Margie, if you can shift your weight forward over your hands a little bit, there you go. That's it. Good. Diana's question about the elbows is a good one. As you press away from the ground, if you think of spiraling them in as you push, that's going to give you more connection to your core instead of letting them stay out where the work tends to creep up into your neck again. Yeah? That's it. Franny, do you want to do your push-ups on the mat? Or are you okay there on your walker? Okay, okay. You got it. Okay, you guys, I have to blow my nose. I'm going to apologize. This is going to be really loud because the mic is on my head. Look, it's a nene goose. Okay, so once you're down, then you can start sitting on your butt. Oh, sorry, once you're done with your push-ups, you can sit on your butt. Hands on the shins. Exhale, scoop your low belly in, round your back back. Good. And then pull those elbows, lift the chest. Good. Exhale, pull. So here's me just hanging back, right? I'm not using my abs at all. I'm just falling back. Here's me scooping, pulling the tissue purposefully back. That's it. And then back up. Good. And 2 more. Good. And 1 more. Because now we let go. So arms float. Exhale, scoop your belly back. Good. Inhale, take those arms up to your ears. Exhale, push up to the sky, rocking to the front of your sits bones, and then lower your arms. Inhale, exhale, roll. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, lift. Rock to the front of your sits bones. Good. And lower the arms. Good. 1 more time. Exhale, roll. Good. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, up. And arms come forward. Good. Keeping your feet planted. We're going to come into your obliques. So we open up to the side with an inhale breath. Exhale, come all the way back up. Alternating sides. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Feel your pelvis rock. If you have flesh in the way or you have tightness, feel free to open your knees a little as you get up so you can get that pelvis to rock onto its front. Yeah? That's it. Good. Let me see you tilt back. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Good. Be bold. Go back. Come up. And last one. Back. And up. Good. Extend those legs all the way out. And we're going right into the roll down. So 1 vertebrae at a time. Or pardon me, the roll back. We're rolling back. Good. Inhale. And now we're going right into our roll up. So we start with our bow, lifting our chest. Exhale in the toughest part, folding inward and rounding yourself forward. You're welcome to grab your legs, pulling your abs back away from your hands. Stack your spine up. Good. And then round down again. That's it. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. That's it. Good. And round. Good. And 1 more time. So the next time you're up, we're going to be going into the roll over. Franny, don't roll over. Roll off. Okay, so the roll over. There are many options, right? We can press the hands down, lift the legs up, and come upside down. Legs open, and then roll your way down. You can also roll like a ball to get back. So with your hands pressing down, push and roll like a ball, then come. So you're using a little bit of momentum. And if anybody needs that, you're welcome to do that. Good. When you are upside down, I wish you could all see Diana's right now because it was great. She's lifting her tail away from her head. She's not collapsing her hips down, right? So I could see it. So here's me just resting. Here's me pulling my tail away. Here's me just resting, pulling my tail away, right? So both front and back of body are on. Spinal extensors, lats, and abs all together. And triceps because we're pushing down. That's it. Lift the hips, not the legs. Lift the hips. Feel the spine lengthen. That's it. Good. Good. And then when you come down from your next one, you can leave your right leg up at the sky. Let your left leg lower down. We're going into leg circles. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale as the leg crosses the center line and then up and around to the outside. So Let the hip twist. And then inhale, bring it around. That's it. Good. So Diana is showing an advanced version. She's got her... No, you do it. If you want to, you can follow Diana. Her arms are to the sky. And why that's hard is she has to keep her shoulder blades on her back and not jammed into the mat. So a lot of us will balance this by pushing the shoulder blade into the floor. See if you can keep it hugging your back instead. And then you'll notice that your abs have to turn on quite a bit more. So when you get 5 one way, go ahead and reverse, go the other way. And then you can change direction after that. Or sorry, change legs after that. That's it. Good. Yeah, good. So right there in that moment, get ready, Margie. Pull your right abs in, Keep that right leg straight. Do it one more time. Push that right leg long, the one that's on the ground. That's the girl, abs in. Good. Good, that's it. When you are through your 5 each direction on each leg, then we're going to roll like a ball prep. So arms come up to the sky. We're going to leg slide both legs at once, heels towards your butt as you come into bow. So inhale, prepare, expand those ribs. Exhale, come into your bow. Drag your feet in. Grab your thighs just a little so you can soften your upper back, and then extend all the way back out. And do it again. Inhale, exhale, up into your bow. Grab your thighs, soften your back a little more. Good. And then all the way out. And one more time. Good. Okay, now stay here. Give yourself a little rock and roll up to sitting. Now you're ready for rolling back, also known as rolling like a ball. So for stays to your knees, you can hold your shins, your thighs, or your heels, and you're going to inhale back, exhale up. Yep, just like that. So here's a couple things I want you to watch. When your arms are long, it's harder to get the bend in your elbow. Whatever or however much bend you get, you keep it. So you're not kicking your legs up and back and forth. Here, same thing. You're going to keep the bend in your elbow, no matter how much of a bend you get. So Diana, I bet you can reach for your soles of your feet. Go from the outside, yeah. Outside. That's it, girl. That's the way. Yes, nice, good. Good. How are we feeling? Abs waking up? Okay, so if you're rocking and rolling still, gently let yourself rock back. Good. And we're going into the one leg stretch. So holding your bow, take one leg straight out, one leg in. Here's where a lot of us make a mistake. I'm going to show you on this side because it's easier to see. We pull the leg hard, but we haven't actually changed our spine, right? So I want you to make sure that the spine comes in just as much as the leg comes in. We're just going to go straight on. So inhale and exhale. Switch and switch. Just straight for the moment. Don't worry, we'll get some crisscross in a sec. Good. Our hands are helping guide the leg so that the foot as it comes in, is not visible from side to side. It stays hidden behind your thigh. Good. One more on each side, holding that nice big bow, because then it becomes the double leg stretch. So legs together. Again, pull with your arms. Use those biceps. All right, inhale, exhale, squeeze the heels, reach the arms to the ears, bring them back together. Good. Inhale, exhale out, and bring it back in. Good. Good. Are you keeping your shoulders off the mat? How about your shoulder blades? Can you get your shoulder blades off the mat? That's it. Good. Last two. Good. And last one. Nice. Good. Release your head down for just a moment. Shoulders should come down with it, right? So that's always a self-check. If you come down and it's just your head plunking down and you haven't felt your shoulders also return to the ground, that tells you your bow was mostly about your neck and not about your abs. Yeah? Okay. So legs to the sky, hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, lift that chest up. Throat comes back into your thumbs. And we go into lowers. So lowering not too far. Inhale, exhale, scoop in your belly, bring the legs back. That's it. Good. Good job with that bow, Margie. That's getting so much better. That's it. Can you take your elbows wide, everybody? So instead of closed up, open them wide. That's it. Good. Now lift your chest. Now lift your chest, everyone. Come on, just a little bit. That's it. Good. Keep breathing. And last one. All right. Hold your bow. Hold your arm position. Bend your knees. Extend your left leg out. Rotate to the right. Good. And then exhale, switch. Told you you'd get crisscross. And that's it. Good. Picture your elbow going right down the center of your thigh, right? So as you go, so instead of rocking over to get it over there, right? That's just you throwing your mass. I want you to use your muscles. So think of rotating to the side, slicing down your center line. Slice it down the center line. Yeah? That's it. Good. That's nice. Last one. Last one. Whew. Margie to the bitter end. Very good. Very good. Good, Franny. I'm going to assume you're awesome there on your couch. I can't see her, so I'm just going to assume it's great. All right. Let's see, what do I want? So let's come up to, I'm already up, so forgive me. You're going to roll up to sitting. Let's take a spine stretch. So feet are at the corners of your mat. Arms come forward. Picture a giant beach ball here. You're going to roll your hands over the other side while you pull your abs back, and you exhale 3, 2, 1, and then stack that spine up. Yeah, and then again. And then stack it up. Good. Good, and last one. All right, we're getting ready, so we can now do rocker with open legs, also known as open leg rocker. So we round back into our half roll back. We're gonna lift one leg up, grab hold behind there somewhere. Maybe it's here, maybe it's up here. Other leg up. Okay, make sure there's nothing behind your head. And then we change our breath. Instead of inhaling back, we exhale back, because we're gonna emphasize being in a neutral line when we get up, right? So I'm not hanging off in a round position like we do with rolling ball. We're starting straight. Then we have to exhale, soften the spine. Inhale, get back up to neutral. Yeah, round as you exhale. Inhale, find neutral and balance. That's it, good. Round, straight. Yeah, good, makes sense. Round, straight spine. Good, and it doesn't matter where you hold your legs, or even if you hold them in tabletop, right? The idea is about the spine and getting control of it and balancing. That's it. Yes, good. Yes. Diana's making a great, right? Think of it as coming from the back of your spine, not from the chest up. Yeah, that's a great question. Saying it for the sake. Yes? Love it. I could see you at the top of it, really working to get that line. That was great. Yeah, that's it. Good. Get that spine long. Get out of your chest. Let the back of you lengthen. Good. All right. Did some go wrong? Are you okay, Norm? Oh, you have a cramp. All right. So we're going to rock back onto our back. Good. Heels down. And then just peel your spine up off the mat. We're giving your spine an opposite motion now. Pushing down through the feet. Letting the quads have a stretch. And the hip flexors. And then round down. So if you come up into that hip bridge and you don't feel any stretch in the quads or any opening from your hips, pull your heels into the ground and towards you. They may not, they don't have to move that way, but the energy is if they were glued to the ground and trying to pull, you should feel your body shift down your mat and your glutes turn on a little extra and then round down from there. Yeah, good. I love how we all do that. We're all like, are you there, glutes? Hello. That's good. Good. And then one more time. Pull. Good. And then round down. All right. So from here, all we're going to do is gently roll ourselves all the way over to our stomachs. Choom. It's for a little bit of swan. I'm going to reorient myself so I can still see you. All right. So thumbs are right at your armpits. So your hands are by your shoulders. Legs are as close together as is comfortable. Kneecaps are pulling up your leg, which makes them pull off the ground a little. But we're not lifting the legs, only those kneecaps. What that should do for you is get you nice and solid around the hip socket. And then you're going to inhale, float your sternum off the mat. No pressure on the hands yet. Just find that upper back, keeping the legs active. And then lower it back down. And again. Inhale, lift. Good. And then exhale down. Inhale, kneecaps up, glutes on. That's it. Good. And one more. Nice. So on the next one, we're going to add the hands in. We'll start the same way. Inhale, begin your lift. Exhale, continue your lift. Going only as far as you can keep that pubic bone on the ground. Yeah. Good. And then gently lower that back down. Good. As you lift, think about your push-ups, right? We hug those arms inward. We don't let them wing out. That's it. Good. Good. Find a little more lift at the top. So as if your shoulders wanted to keep driving down the sides of you so that your neck can emerge out of your chest, right? Hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. Get those shoulders to drive, drive, drive. Yeah, don't be here. Be here. Good. Good. Can we see one more? One more. That's it. Drive, drive, drive. There we go. Very nice. Good. All right, coming down to our forearms, the single leg kick. The single leg kick. So Remember, those of you who are working on your shoulder stability, you're welcome to take a loop band and put it over your wrists to hold open. That's super helpful. We're going to lift both thighs off the mat. And just depending on your body, it may not look like they're off the mat. I don't think mine look like they're off the mat. Good. Push down with your fists so triceps are alive. And then we contract, and straighten like you're pulling a cable machine away. Contract, straighten, resisting a force. Yeah? Contract. Good. Keep pushing down. This is not rest here. We shouldn't be like this. We should be pushing the ground at all times. That's it. Yes. Lovely, Diana. Good, Margie. I see you working it. She's like, oh, I'm pushing the ground. Good. That's it. Good. This has to be a conscious contraction on these hams, right? We're not just watching TV and swinging our legs. I know, right? We do it right. Good. And should be the last one on each side. So here we go. Last one on each side. Come on, spine up. There we go, good. Nice, all right, foreheads come down to the mat. Hands come behind your back. Now we do the double leg kick. So reach those hands as far as you can. Elbows pull toward the ceiling. Both thighs lift off the ground. All right, and we're gonna start with 4 contractions. So we contract in, reach out. 3 more and out. 2 more and out. Last one, legs stay long. And slide down your back. Lift your chest, lift your legs a little higher. You should feel like you're balancing on your pubic bone. Good. Bring the hands back up your back and contract 4. 3, thighs up. 2, 1. Extend those legs out. Reach down your back. Good. Lift that chest up. Come on, chest. There we go. Thighs stay off the ground. There we go, good. Now we go down to 2s. We contract in, thighs are off the mat. In, and then out. Reach back. Good. Lower the chest, legs stay up for 2. 1. Extend and reach. Good. 2 more sets. 2. 1. Extend and reach, thighs still off the ground. Good. Last one. 2. 1. And reach. And rest. Nice. So glutes should be awake, hamstrings should be awake, spinal extensors and mid-back should be awake. Yeah? I know, any and all of those. If you feel something different, let me know. Yeah. When I first learned this whole little series, I thought, oh, this could be so easy. And then I learned how to do it well, and Pilates is like that. The progression isn't a different exercise always. It's a refining of the same exercise. So you get a gold star, you get a gold star. So let's lift on up. Pardon me. And we're going to have, let's see. I wanted us to do a little bit of bicycle. Franny, you're not on a stable enough surface, I think, to do it. You'd have to put some pillows under your hips. I'll think of something for you. The rest of us are laying on our back. We're going to warm up with a hip bridge first. Just again, get those glutes up. Feel that spine line and round down. And then we'll do that again. All right, feel good? Okay, now remember your roll over. So we go to roll over and then catch ourselves with our, actually hang on, before we even go there, let's talk real quick about legs. In bicycle, the most important leg is the one that's down, this one. This one that's by your head is not the important leg, it's this one. And then as you come through, it becomes this one, the one that's down again, right? So once we get up, upside down, I want you to work on the down leg, not the one over your face. Okay, so here we go. Hike up your britches, legs to the sky. Push the ground away, lift your tail up, and then grab your hips. Okay, now we're gonna take your right leg, Take it away from your face, bend the knee, and drop it down far as you can. That's the important leg. Then pull that one through, extend it. The other one becomes the important leg. Bend it down, reach as far as you can. Pull through. That's it, down. Come on, try to hit the ground. That's it, good. Reach it down. Shh. Good. Franny, can you be, or how can Franny get this whole same thing? That's it, reach it down, reach it, reach it, reach it, reach it. Good. If you're sitting, Franny, on the side of your chair, you can pull the leg back and rotate away from it, and then flip gently to the other side, pull the leg back, and then rotate away from it. It's a little bit different, but it's the same kind of hip opening and glute activation. You're welcome. That's it. Go, go, Diana. Go, go far, go far, go far. I know I have such high hopes for you. Go, go. So this is one of those times when we're asking our glutes to turn on into a position they might not used to be being in, right? They're like, no! And our hip flexors are like, we got this. Yes, right? So really trying to fight our nature and get that hip to extend. Exactly. So, no. That's why that's the important side, because you're trying to get it down to the ground. And the only way you can do that is by firing this glute and fighting what your body wants to do. Because mine would much rather be up here, right? But here, I have to really turn on this bottom glute to try to get to the ground. And then the more I do that, the more I load my arms and shoulders. That's a lovely, again, whole body exercise. That's it. Hold your hip. No fair letting your hip go. Hold your hip, Margie. Make your glute have to fight. Yes, that's the way. Does that make sense, Norm? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, Margie. And that's Diana. Go. Now bend that knee and pull that thigh. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Go, go. There, I see your glute fire. You can see it happening. That's it. So pull that foot, pull it. Yeah, yay! That's it. Come on, Norm, go. Come on, right side, Norm. We're going to see this leg go. Pull the thigh, pull the thigh. Oh, linger in it. Linger in the hardest part. Linger. There you go. Good. Linger right there. That's the one. That's the one. Cha. Good. Okay. So I wanted to have just a few minutes to work on classic Pilates arms before we finish. So our arms should feel like they've already done a lot of support work for us today. We're just going to let them have a little extra. So if we come up onto our feet, one vertebrae at a time, and we'll pick up hand weights for arms and shoulders. All right, and your choice, whether you want to be in parallel or Pilates stance or seated. If you're seated, sit on the edge of your seat where you can feel your feet planted in a safe way and your sits bones down. Yeah. So we're going to start with just a bicep curl. Easy peasy. Slowly lower it down. Good. And up. Good. And slowly lower it down. Good. So I'm bringing this right to the front of my shoulders because it's not very common that I'm going to have to pull something up here. I want to really pull right to the front, squeeze the bicep, and then slowly lower. Because the next one, we're going to pause that. We come all the way up, then we lower so that now our arms are at 90 degrees. Yeah? We're going to drop left arm down, all the way up, stop it at 90 degrees. Right arm down, all the way up, stop it at 90 degrees. Yes, so down, up, stop at 90. You got it, good. Down, up, good. Stop at 90. Now, if your weights are a little bit light for you, you have to pay extra attention to your form. Here's why. If it's too light, some of you are like, I can't feel it. And now it starts to become not your bicep anymore, right? So I want you to make sure that you keep your elbow at your side, squeeze the bicep without getting the neck and shoulder involved. Good. And then Margie, we're going to take your elbows and liberate them from your front and put them on the sides. There you go. Good. That's it. Although it was very flattering, they were pointing at your very little waist. Still, we're going to just, yeah, there we go. Good. Good. Nice. And then I think this should be the last one on this side. Yep. Okay. So then taking those arms, keeping them at your 90 degrees, take a nice breath. Exhale, press through your feet, offer them, bring them back in. So reformer friends, you can picture those straps behind you, right? Pilates stick when we stand or sit or kneel with the straps behind us. Good. That's it. So now, yes, now we're asking bicep to work together with shoulder. Good. That's it. Watch the forwardness. So we're not shoving your chest into it. We're keeping the top of your arm back. Yeah. That's it. Good. That's it. Fight to hold on to that back, right? When those arms go forward, pull the top of your arm back. That's it. Yes. Last two. Good. And last one. Good. Unfold those arms down. Nice. Okay. Little wiggle. Not quite done. Hammer curl. We don't say hammer curl in Pilates, but that's what it is. It's palms facing in. Good. Now arms press up to the sky. Push your feet down. Lift your spine up with those weights. Bring them back down. Hammer cool down. There you go. Good. Bring it up. Press the feet down. Lift. Good. That's it. So I really want you to think about your heels here. If I put my weight in my toes without actually pushing, you can see there's kind of a weird little bend in my back. If I reach my heels down and keep my toes down too, that combo of front and back of foot lines you up much better. Yeah? That's it. Good. One more. Hold those arms up to the sky. Bring your weights together, shave the head. So that's just a tricep press, right? Behind your head, elbows point forward, push straight up. Oops, I caught my hair. That's it, good. Behind your head, good. Elbows forward, push straight up. Okay, pay attention. Some of us are swaying. We're trying to leverage our mass instead of using our muscles. So reach your heels down, feel the tripod of your foot, push it so that you are a strong column straight up. No sway. Get rid of that sway. That's it. Good job. Last two. And last one. Nice. Good. Press them all the way back up to the sky. Palms face forward. Bring them down into scarecrow. Good. That's it. Palms face in. All the way into your waist, and then unpeel all the way down. Nice job. Let's put those weights out of your way. Right? You like what? The swing? I know. If I ever teach kettlebells again, we'll do swinging. So we're going to take your arms out to the side and then reach behind you. Flip your hand over and then see if you can lean to the side. Give your neck a little stretch. Pull this opposite elbow downward. So not up here, but try to pull it toward the ground. Yeah, and then you'll do the same thing. Other one reaches behind you. Flip the hand over so the palm is facing you, thumb is down. And then reach away. And if you'd like, you can pull your head up with that free hand. Yeah, not down. Think of it as being up on an angle. Like if you could grab and pop it off of your spine, which we don't want to do, but that's the idea. Yeah, good. All right. And then take those arms forward. Open up your chest. Big inhale. We're going to swan dive. Flip your hands over so the palms are back, thumbs are down, and exhale. Push those hands back to the corners of the room. pull your shoulders back with them. Good. Then drop your hands to your legs. Inhale, exhale, press through your feet, round your spine up, sweep those arms up. We're going to swan dive again, this time from way up here. So inhale, exhale, palms push back, thumbs down. Good. Open those shoulders. Good. Hold that for a moment. Feel your length. And then heads drop. Good. And then exhale, press through your feet, round up through your spine, and take it all the way up. We're going to spine twist to your right. Push those arms apart. Now, this is not just cute, right? It's not just kind of like the bicycle where your arms just go there. When you come here, you push that arm away, hold that wall, push the other arm forward, then come to center. So you can see the difference between me just faking my way through it and push, push. Do you see what happens right here? Faking, pushing. Yeah? Yeah. Turn on those obliques and that transverse abdominis and your spinal rotators. Good, that's it, good. Push, hold, and last one to your left. Push, push. Good, and then back to center, good. And then pull that all the way down. Very nice, just let yourself relax there, palms forward, thumbs out. Take a nice breath in, exhale out. Well, you breathe a couple more breaths, and while you do a little replay of what you did in class. What surprised you? Maybe in a good way. Like, oh, you get it today. Maybe you found a muscle that wasn't quite as active as it had been. Maybe it was more on today. Maybe you found a range of motion that you didn't have. One more breath. Good. And let it go. Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Yes, good job. Very nice. Thank you. Nice to have you all. I hope you feel good. Norma's doing great. It's just waiting to say hello. You found your glutes? Yay! Right? Sometimes it's a long journey. Yeah. Yeah. Look, you've had glimmers along the way, right? Yes. Yes. Very good. Well, I'm thankful for you guys. You make this fun. Hi, sweetheart. Well, who's that? She's like, I can hear the Mona voice. It's done now. All right, you guys. Thank you.